So this is obviously a huge honor for me. Thank you so much for making time out of your day to speak to me. I'm very, very excited. So obviously you've been involved in some really, really huge franchises up until this point. Talking about the Fast and Furious franchise, for example, and even the Chronicles of Riddick. Really, really great films. And I just wanted to know how you approached Bloodshot differently.
Ray Garrison, Bloodshot, is so in the dark that it's one of the things that was compelling about playing the character. Mm-hmm. Talk about a character so vulnerable. Talk about a character that both evokes fear and empathy at the same time.
That's great. And I know obviously you filmed portions of this film in Cape Town, South Africa, and you guys said it was London in the film. I wanted to just know a little bit more about that. What made you guys decide to film in Cape Town, and why did you decide to make it London in the film, even though Cape Town and London look so different in real life?
Such a good question. Such a good question.
I didn't really have an issue with it. I just thought it was quite strange because Cape Town looks so different to London, and I don't know why in the film you guys just didn't say it was actually Cape Town and not London from the beginning. I was just a little bit confused by that.
You know, in so often we're so consumed, or we buy into the kind of the studio objective of box office, box office, box office. Maybe I should focus on something else.
So I was a huge fan of the pacifier growing up, so that was a role that I always associated with you. And it's one of the films I've actually watched the most that you have been in, which is quite funny because I don't think a lot of people say that.
What's fascinating is that movies find you somehow. And as an artist, I'm the more experienced I get, the more I am appreciating just the fact that my work somehow finds you and that you get to experience it at your own time and at your own pace.
So famously last year, Martin Scorsese said that the Marvel Cinematic Universe films were not cinema. I just wanted to know, when you go into making a movie, what are you trying to achieve?
I'm no longer interested in making movies. I solely am trying to make a masterpiece, each and every time.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Obviously, I'm very, very excited. Hopefully, we'll be able to speak to you again very, very soon. And guys, remember, you can catch Bloodshot in cinemas from the 13th of March.